Today we're going to talk about how to solve parametric equations by limiting the parameter. Smile. Okay, so the basic idea with this is that we're going to eliminate the parameter and replace it with a rectangular equation. So the two equations that we're starting with is x is equal to negative 2t plus 3, and then y is equal to negative t squared plus t plus 3/4. And then we're given this parameter from negative 1 to 3. So that's telling us that when we're talking about these equations in terms of t, or time, we're talking about it between time negative 1 and 3. So once we rewrite it in rectangular form, we're going to be writing it as y is equal to something. And since there's no longer t, we're no longer bound to that parameter. So let's just take that out, because we're not really going to need that in the end. Okay, so the first step, we're going to find t is equal to, what t is equal to with respect to x. For example here, t is equal to x minus 3 over negative 2. That's our goal. And then once we have what t is equal to, we're going to substitute that into here and replace all the t's with our new value of x minus 3 over negative 2. So let's do that. Let's solve this and get to t is equal to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 3 from this side and subtract 3 from this side. And I get x minus 3 is equal to negative 2t. And then after that, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. And I get t is equal to x minus 3 over negative 2. That's the first step. Write t as equal t in terms of x. And it's good to do t in terms of x, because then when you substitute it into y, you get the answer y is equal to something. And that's what most of our equations are going to be written as. Y is equal to something. It's really rare to see x is equal to something when you're graphing. So let's do that. Let's plug in t is equal to this into this equation. So when I do that, this is what I get. The negative t squared becomes negative x minus 3 over negative 2 squared. And then the t becomes this. 3/4 stays the same. Now, before I combine everything, notice how here my denominator is 4, right? Because negative 2 squared is 4. Over here, it's still negative 2. And this guy's over 4. So what I want to do is I want to make all of these over negative 4, because then it makes the next step easier. I can't combine all this stuff together unless they all have the same denominator. So this one here, I'm going to write times 2 over 2. So I get 4 on the bottom, and I'm basically just multiplying that by 1. So that is going to come down here. So let's do this part first. X minus 3 squared becomes x squared minus 6x plus 9, with a negative on the outside. And then here, we're going to have negative x times 2 gives us negative 2x. Negative 3 times 2 gives us 6. And then plus 3. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to distribute the negative sign to all of this. So I'm going to get negative x. That negative becomes plus 6, and that plus becomes minus 9. And then I bring the negative 2 over to here so that the x's are together. And then the 9 is with all the other 6 plus 3. And then we're going to combine all the like terms, so these guys together, and these guys together. And this is going to give me plus 4x, and then negative 9 plus 6 plus 3, that's all 0, so nothing else left. And that's how we get to negative x squared plus 4x over 4. And then the last step we need to do is say y is equal to all of that. And that's how we write it in as a rectangular equation. So let's do another one from the beginning. So the two equations we have are x is equal to 2t minus 3, and then y is equal to 9 minus 4t. And like I said before, we're going to want to write t in terms of x. So let's start with this equation first. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to try and isolate the t. So I'm going to write x plus 3 is equal to 2t. And I wrote plus 3 because to get rid of the 3, I had to add 3, add 3. That gets rid of the 3 here, and it brings me the plus 3. Next step is divide all of this by 2 so I can get t is equal to. So let's do that. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And I get t is equal to x plus 3 over 2. Okay. Now that we have what t is equal to in terms of x, I'm going to substitute t in the y equation with this value. So let's rewrite y is equal to 9 minus 4, and then in parentheses, because we're substituting t for this new value, x plus 3 over 2. Okay, and then if we were to distribute the 4 and the 2, they cancel out, and what I'm left with is 2. So boop, boop, I'm left with 2, or negative 2. And then if I distribute the 2 into here, I get minus 2x times, or plus, minus 2 times 3, which is negative 6. So I'm going to get 9 is equal to, equals 9 minus 2x minus 6. And then let's combine the 6 and the 9, and I get 3 minus 2x. And then let's write the final answer. Y is equal to, but let's put in the x first. Let's do y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. And there you go. That is a rectangular equation. Cool. All right. If you have other problems you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below. And like always, make sure you have a good day and smile.